Hello there. Happy Wednesday night. It is hump night, almost Thursday morning. It's just past 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and I am absolutely nuts to be starting a live stream this late, but ran into some unforeseen matters that I had to deal with, just taking care of some things, on the family front. So, sometimes that's just the way things work. You have these well-laid plans and things sort of go into a little bit of chaos there for a little bit, but you just got to handle life as it happens. Life happens, and that's just part of how we have to roll. But hope that you're doing well tonight. I am doing well. We're going to make this a pretty short and sweet stream for a couple reasons. One, it is late at night, so I really do appreciate everyone who is able to join. I expect most people will probably catch this on replay. Totally understand that and hope you enjoy it. But I just wanted to come on here with this stream. When I was thinking about this a few weeks ago, I was thinking, you know what? I'm really excited about Equalizer 3 that's coming out tomorrow, pretty soon today, I'll be able to say, but I'm so happy it is coming out. It's coming out officially September the 1st, but people will be able to see it in theaters tomorrow on Thursday, August the 31st evening. So I plan to catch the screening. My plan is to catch it tomorrow evening, if not tomorrow evening, on sometime early Friday. And the first video of the month of September will be my out of the theater reactions for Equalizer 3. At least that's my plan. So I'm really excited to see this movie. And I just thought I'd come on here and spend a few minutes sharing thoughts on this series as a whole. Of course, we have two movies that started this series, The Equalizer and The Equalizer 2. This is the series directed by director Antoine Fuqua and starring the unmatched, the indomitable Denzel Washington. And I just love this role that he plays of Robert McCall, who is a man who used to be a black ops agent. He's got a mysterious past. He is a man of considerable skills. You learn that very early on in the first film. But you don't know all the details of his past. You just know that he was in black ops, special ops, some type of a secret operative. and he has some considerable skills. And when he puts those skills on display, when he pushes that stopwatch, things are about to go down, and you do not want to be in the way. That's Mr. Robert McCall. So, wanted to come on here, share my thoughts on the first two films, and just share my excitement for the Equalizer 3 when I get a chance to see it tomorrow. But also wanted to hear what you all think about these movies. So, we're about to jump in. Again, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, probably about 30 to 45 minutes, because I got to get to bed, because I got to get up early in the morning and get things going for Thursday or Jueves. But I want to spend just a few minutes talking about a couple of items in terms of things that I have recently picked up in the world of physical media. So yesterday, went to our wonderful Best Buy, one of our Best Buys in the Atlanta metropolitan area, and had a chance to pick up these two lovelies right here. Asteroid City, the latest film from Mr. Wes Anderson. He's a director who is not for everybody. I'll tell you that right up front. His style is very different, it's very quirky, kind of kooky. I totally dig it. I love pretty much every film that he's put out. I have my personal favorites, uh, such as the Grand Budapest Hotel, the Royal Tenenbaums rank very highly for me. But I like pretty much every film that he has put out, even including The French Dispatch, which upon the first viewing, didn't care for it as much, but I liked it a lot more on the second viewing. I have not seen Asteroid City, but I'm looking forward to checking this movie out. And Jennifer Lawrence in a comedic turn in No Hard Feelings. So this is of course, it says rated R on here. Okay. And so I'm looking forward to checking this movie out. Looking forward to Jennifer Lawrence just doing her thing from a comedic standpoint. She's a great actress, and just look forward to seeing this movie here. Now, I'm not familiar with this actor here, so I'll have to look up his information. But yeah, those are the two items I picked up yesterday on Blues Day Tuesday. And today, on my way from work, I was able to stop into Barnes and Noble. These are the last days of the 50% off Arrow sale. So I wanted to make sure I had a chance to put in an order for trimmers on 4K. So I was able to put in an order. It's going to be delivered to my house. There are no copies available anywhere within 100 miles of my area at any Barnes and Noble. So I had to put in an order for it, and it's going to be delivered to my house. But I also saw in the store The Last House on the Left, which I was not expecting to see. So I found this one. When I was in the store, I saw it on Blu-ray, and I asked the lady at the front desk, "Hey, do you have this on 4K?" She said, "Oh, I don't think we have it. But in order to order the trimmers, you got to go talk to this guy at the customer service desk." So I talked to him, put in my order for trimmers on 4K, and also asked him, "Hey, do you have this on 4K?" And he said, "Yeah, it just arrived. It's in the back. Let me go get it." So he was able to pull this for me, and I'm very happy. This is the reversible. I always like doing the reversible sleeve on the disc case and then having this on the sleeve. So really dig that. I've not seen the film, so I know it's a remake of a previous a film of the same name. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about those movies as well as Tremors. I also have a question for y'all. Let me know if y'all think it's worth it to upgrade this film that I loved when I saw it. I thought Carey Mulligan was a revelation in this film. Is it worth it to upgrade to 4K for Promising Young Woman? I had this on Blu-ray. Looks great on Blu-ray. I would imagine 4K may look a little bit better. Is it worth the upgrade? Let me know in the comments section what you think about that. Also, yesterday I put out our latest entry in our Director Spotlight series, Taste Director series, and we covered Mr. Satyajit Ray, who is the director of these films, the Apu trilogy. So definitely check out Taste of Satyajit Ray films on this channel. Now, without any further ado, we're going to start talking about these wonderful films, the Equalizer films, because this is a film series that I really, really enjoy. I like the character of Robert McCall. It's sort of similar to the feeling that I have with the John Wick series, but they're totally different characters. I think there's some aspects of John Wick's character that I dig, with Keanu Reeves' acting style. But then then there's aspects of Robert McCall, that character from Denzel Washington, that I like as well. So very different characters. Let's go into the comments to see who all is out here. Is anybody out here? Am I the only person who is crazy enough to be up this late? It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in my time zone, but depending on where you are in the world, the time may be a little bit different. So let's see. We have, of course, Adrian James first in. And I would imagine he's probably, this was put out there before I had to push it to 11:30, so he's probably in bed. It's like almost 5 o'clock in the morning over there in the UK, I would imagine. So thank you for joining earlier, Adrian. Klaus Bergera says, do you think that the Equalizer franchise is overshadowed by John Wick? Possibly, possibly. I think there's probably more fans of the John Wick series than the Equalizer series. I personally like them equally, pretty much equally. So I just love them both. They are both great series, and I think they're great to kind of pair together and to see two great, well, I almost said two great actors, two great characters. Denzel Washington is a great actor. Keanu Reeves is a very enjoyable character actor. So, see, hey James in chat, spicy 4K action. And then let's see, I literally just finished watching the first Equalizer for the very first time a few minutes ago. And wow, have I been missing out? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Totally. Folks, if you have not seen the Equalizer series, you may have heard that the Equalizer 3 is out. So I would highly recommend, if you can, checking out at least the first Equalizer movie before you see Equalizer 3. But that's just my recommendation. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to show the trailer to Equalizer 3 during this stream, and hopefully, that's under fair use and all that. So don't want to get any kind of copyright trouble there. See, Ethan says, safe from Adalia. I'm on vacation in Hilton Head, but we got lucky. Just some wind and rain, a few down trees, but nothing too bad. As far as I know, yeah, I mean, I'm up here in North Georgia, and I need to track where that storm is headed. We do have some family down in the Florida area, but as far as we know, they're all okay. We have heard about some friends who've lost power, but overall, things are fine on this end. Let's see, and hope you continue to be safe, Ethan. Holland, hello, how are you doing? Hey to you. Oh my goodness, Mama Blu-ray. Mama Blu-ray is up late tonight with us. How are you doing, Miss Bonnie? Hope you're doing well. Adrian, you're not in bed? My gosh, it is super late, man. Super late, dude. Evening, friends, says Jordo. Ethan just ordered French Dispatch, only $3.99. Very nice. Very nice. People saying hello to one another. Hello back and forth. Let's see. Hey, James, hope you price match Asteroid City. City. Excuse me. It's late. Stuttering is really in full effect. I did. I price matched both of these bad boys. So that's a good tip. Best Buy, as far, at least the locations I've been to, they will price match Amazon's prices as long as it's sold and shipped by Amazon. So definitely check the Amazon app on any physical media that you pick up to make sure that you're getting the best price at Best Buy, because you can usually save a few dollars based on the Amazon price. Hey, caveman, people saying hello to one another. Let's see. And then let's see, they delayed the 4K date, I thought, for Last House. Did they give it to you early at the store? That is a great question, because I was looking on Blu-ray.com and the date for this indicates it's not coming out till September, but it's available now. So I don't know really what the deal is there. They let me buy it. So I don't know if that's a confusion on the Blu-ray.com site or what the deal is there, but I was a little bit confused myself on that. It's the second Last House on the left. Yes. Is that in response? to see. This is 2008, The Last House on the Left. This is the second one, the remake. Yeah. And see, Caveman 1142 here. Yes, it is. Well, 1146 now. Let's see. Spicy definitely want to catch Equalizer 2 before checking out the third one in the theater this weekend. Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would. It's got Pedro Pascal in there, which is an actor that I have come to really enjoy recently. Good information there that Equalizer 2 is on Hulu. Good to know. Thanks, Caveman. Good to know. Yep. Yes, it is. It's cool that you got it early. Yeah, I presume I got The Last House on the Left early. It's similar to like Weird Science and Unman Vittering and Zygo. I I ordered those from Grindhouse Video and they delivered it like weeks before it came out. So yeah, all right, so let's talk about these movies here. Let me share my screen and let us go to IMDb and let us check out the listing for The Equalizer. All right, so if you have not seen the first film, if you have not seen any of these, that's not good. This video cannot be played because of a problem with your internet connection. What's up with that, folks? Let me refresh. All right, so this is the very first film, as I have a pop up there. This is the very first film in the series, and it is really just a freaking phenomenal film. So, the first film, it introduces us to Denzel Washington's portrayal of Robert McCall. This is a character who is a retired black ops, operative, and Denzel Washington really just puts so much into this character. He infuses Robert McCall's character or persona with this mysterious past. And it's a mysterious past, but also an unwavering moral compass. You really get the sense that this man has his act together in terms of the way he's organized with his life, his moral compass, the way he sees the world, the way he looks out for people. It's a really big part of his character. And you see that in the way that Denzel Washington, through Robert McCall, he captivates in this performance as he's administering justice to those who are abusing other people. And so you see Chloe Grace Moretz. She plays a big role in the first movie. She's a young woman who is, a lady of the night being taken advantage of by her pimp. And you see Robert McCall stepping in to defend those who are weak. So Chloe Grace Moretz, she plays a young lady named Terry. She's basically caught up in this world of peril, and she adds a lot of depth to the narrative. She's a really good actress, and I think the way that she and Denzel Washington play off of each other in this movie really give this film a lot of character. So it gives it some emotional nucleus to this film, in addition to the action that's on the screen as you see how they show Robert McCall going into action. I really do like the way they portray it in terms of when he does the whole stopwatch thing and you see the bad guys, you see them in the frame about to make their move on Robert McCall, and you see him going into action. It's done really, really well. And I have to give Antoine Fuqua and the film and the crew a lot of credit in the way that they shoot those scenes and the way that they execute the presentation of those scenes. So Antoine Fuqua is the director, as you see right here. This is Mr. Antoine Fuqua. So he has directed both of those films. And if you look at his filmography, let's take a look at his filmography as a director. These are some of the films that he's done. He's done, of course, very importantly, Training Day. Wait, this is a TV series. Wait a minute. I think he directed the first Training Day, did he? I think he directed the Training Day film. And of course, he directed the Training Day TV series. He also directed Mayor of Kingstown, Emancipation, starring Will Smith, Bullet Train. He directed, no, this is a producer. I'm sorry, y'all. He directed the Equalizer 3. Let me scroll down here. Equalizer 2, The Magnificent Seven, the first Equalizer film, And I just need to confirm down here, Training Day. He did direct Training Day, starring Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. So that is a little bit about director Antoine Fuqua. He's done a lot of work with Denzel Washington over the years. So he has worked with the great one. So yeah, that's the Equalizer. Let's play a little bit of this trailer here for you to get an idea of this movie.
Yeah, he did.
It's a happy ending.
Not exactly. The old man met his greatest adversary just when he thought that part of his life was over.
Why didn't he just let the fish go?
Old man's got to be the old man, fish has got to be the fish. Got to be who you are in this world, right? No matter what.
Yo, Pops, bet you didn't have to push no dollies at your old job, did you?
Guilty as charged. Can you do a refund for me when you're done?
Open the register up right now. Move. Give me that ring.
No, it was my mother. Please.
It's okay, Jenny.
What's he knowing about?
It is about a guy who's a knight in shining armor, except he lives in a world where knights don't exist anymore.
Yeah, he lives in a world where knights don't exist anymore. So just wanted to give you a little bit of taste of this first movie. The Equalizer is such a great film. Now, I have this on Blu-ray. I have not purchased it on 4K yet. And I'm probably content to just leave it on Blu-ray. But let me know in the comment section if you happen to have the Equalizer on Blu-ray. And if so, if you think it would be a worthwhile upgrade. You open it up and, pretty bare bones. But this is the both sides of the back here of the outside of the case. But yeah, really good film. Denzel does his thing as Robert McCall, and it really sets up this character in this series very, very well. So I really, really enjoyed The Equalizer. So let me stop sharing and jump out here and see what you all think so far. Let's see here. Let's see. Caveman says it was meant as a joke. Remake is the second to the last house on the left. Ah, okay. Very good. Good to know. Holland, the first film is great. Totally agree. The Equalizer, superb, fantastic. Denzel is just great. I mean, can anyone name in the comments any performance by Denzel that is less than very good? I mean, this man, even his subpar performances are very good to great. I mean, that's Denzel Washington, man. What's up, Del? How are you doing, man? So good. The 2-hour run times flies by. I agree. And I tell you what, I'm probably going to be tired tomorrow watching Equalizer 3, but I'm going to be so into it, it's not going to matter. As long as I have my popcorn and my icy, I'm good. I'm totally good. People saying hello to Del saying hello back. Can't stay long, but wanted to say I love the first film, but only like the second. That's where I am too, Del. I totally agree. I mean, I'm hoping that 3 will be a nice bounce back. 2 was entertaining. It was a slightly different take. I like the characters in it, but it's not as good as the first one. Holland agrees. But thanks for joining. Good night to you, Del. Good night to you. Hope you have a good night, sir. I won't be on much longer myself. Let's see here. Training Day. Yes. Definitely going to pick up the reprint of the 4K Steelbook for the original. Okay. They are re-releasing Equalizer 4K Steelbook at Best Buy. Okay. That's good to know. Love him and John Q. Very underrated. Okay. Sorry it wasn't funny. No, it's all good, Caveman. I think it's a time of night. It's just a little bit late for me, but I'm sure like when I watch this on replay and I see it, I'll be like, oh man, it totally flew over my head the first time. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. So yeah, that's the first film, The Equalizer. Let's go ahead and jump into The Equalizer 2. Let's then go to Equalizer 3 and let's put a bow on this thing and let's head on into Thursday. And for those of you who are looking forward to seeing The Equalizer 3, either on Thursday, Friday, or over the weekend, I want to hear in the comment section what your plans are in that regard. So let me do a screen share again and let me go back to IMDb, and we're going to go ahead and put in a search here, and we're going to put in The Equalizer 2. Now, here's something to point out real quickly. when I'm talking about the Equalizer, we want to make sure that we distinguish it from the movies, and there's a TV series starring Queen Latifah called The Equalizer, a TV series that started in 2021. I have never seen the series, but I can imagine it's probably pretty good. But let me know in the comments if you've seen the series starring Queen Latifah, which I love Queen Latifah. I just love Queen Latifah. She is a queen. But let's go back to the movie series with The Equalizer 2. So I have The Equalizer 2. I have The Equalizer 2 on 4K Ultra HD. So I do have this on 4K. And like Del said, I enjoyed this movie. It doesn't come to the same level as the first Equalizer film, but it was enjoyable. I think that it kind of felt like a video game questy in terms of some of the things that he was doing in this movie. So, it's not as good as the first one, but I enjoyed it, well enough. And I think it had some pretty good characters in it. So this is The Equalizer 2. And of course, this one, in this case, you have, Denzel Washington, coming back as Robert McCall. And this time the theme is vengeance, because a friend of his, don't want to spoil too much, a friend of his gets into some trouble, gets hurt. And now Robert McCall is springing into action to take vengeance upon what happened to his friend. So he's going on a personal crusade. And, part of the potency of this film comes from not only Denzel Washington's performance, which is always a commanding, presence and performance, but also, the strong performance from Melissa Leo as Susan Plummer and Pedro Pascal as Dave York. So you've got Melissa Leo in this film, and you have Pedro Pascal, both phenomenal actors. They do great work. I like Pedro Pascal at playing Joel in The Last of Us, that series that recently wrapped on HBO Max. I really enjoyed that. So, you have, Susan was a former associate and Dave is a government operative. And so they really add a lot to the narrative and add some additional layers, to the story. And Robert McCall, of course, is trying to navigate this whole labyrinth of conspiracy and treachery. So there's a lot of interwoven dynamics that really help to augment the film's, original, or emotional gravity, and just intensifying the high stakes of the suspense. So there's some pretty good suspense in this film, and, just determining who the villain is and how that unfolds. So I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a decent film. Denzel does a nice job as always. Melissa Leo is a nice character. You have Pedro Pascal. So there are some positive parts to it, but this doesn't quite rise to the level of the original film with the emotional depth that you felt with Robert McCall and Chloe Grace Moretz's character. So that's just food for thought on that. That is The Equalizer 2. So let me do a quick little play of the trailer. Of course, Antoine Fuqua is the director again, but let's play a little bit of this trailer to see what's going on. Robert McCall doing his thing. Oops.
They were the most dangerous, accomplished group of killers ever.
Okay.
And so when Denzel is pitted,
that.
They were the most dangerous, accomplished group of killers ever. And so when Denzel,
I think he's this iconic hero that speaks for those who can.
Okay, let's play the trailer again.
What's up, Miles? Where are you?
At your crib.
What's all that barking?
Yo, I think I hear somebody outside your door.
Tell me what you see.
Miles.
They weren't coming after you, Mac.
You're cleaning up. Nobody's safe.
They're highly trained, just like you. It's a mistake to go to war with him.
They took my friend.
Unleash the beast mode.
They're going to war with me.
You show yourself, Mac.
Yeah. So don't want to show, everything. A lot of times trailers, they give away a little bit too much of the movie. So I'm really sensitive about trailers. There are some movies I don't even want to see the trailer for. I just want to just see the movie, especially for like maybe an M. Night Shyamalan type film or a film that I just don't want to know anything at all. I try to avoid trailers as much as possible. But yeah, this is The Equalizer 2. Of course, you look at the cast. You have Denzel Washington reprising his role as Robert McCall. You have Pedro Pascal is playing David York in this movie. Melissa Leo plays Susan Plummer. So Bill Pullman plays her husband, Brian Plummer. And you have this young man, Ashton Sanders, playing Miles Whitaker. That adds some emotional depth. So yeah, there's some good things going on in this film. Just doesn't quite rise to the level of the first film. So that is The Equalizer 2. Let me now fast forward and let's talk about The Equalizer 3, and then we'll come back out, look at these last comments, and then we'll go ahead and put things to bed. I'll put me to bed. And because I gotta get some shut-eye before I wake up in the morning. So this is The Equalizer 3. I know very little about the plot. I know that Robert McCall, he's in a different area now. And I'm trying to think, is he in South America? Where is he? Or is he in Europe? I don't know. But I'm looking forward to checking him out in this new area and just seeing what he gets into. I do know that Dakota Fanning is in this film. So I'm just looking forward to checking this movie out. But this is The Equalizer 3. Let's look at a little bit of the trailer here.
Ciao, Roberto.
Roberto, tell me, what did you do back home?
Government work. I'm retired, man. I understand pain, death, for you.
Come sta?
Va bene. Because of these people, I'm beginning to understand real peace.
Roberto, this is my wife. Ciao, ciao.
Oh. And I'm starting to believe
Ciao, Gianco. They see you as one of us now.
this is where I'm supposed to be.
What happens here happens in many towns. The mafia. They're like cancer. No cure. Who said you could come here?
You should stay out of other people's business.
Whatever it is you and your friends do it somewhere else.
You warning me?
I'm preparing. Is that a Timex?
No, it's a movie.
That's the median nerve that I'm compressing. That's a level 3. If it goes to level 4, you will shit on yourself.
Denzel is taking no prisoners in this movie, okay? Just like in the first two movies, he is taking no prisoners in The Equalizer 3. So it says Southern Italy. So I love the exotic location, folks. I'm here for it. I am here for it, and I'm looking forward to it. You have Denzel Washington, Robert McCall, Dakota Fanning is here as Emma Collins, so that is awesome. You have several other cast members here: Eugenio Mastriandri, David Denman, Gaia Scoldalero, and Remo Gironi. So some interesting cast members there. This is looking like it's going to be a very fascinating film. Now, let me stop sharing here. This does reunite Denzel Washington with Dakota Fanning. So I thought that was really fascinating. Of course, you'll see here, this is an article in Entertainment Weekly. Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington have Man on Fire reunion to plug Equalizer 3 at cinema.com. At CinemaCon. So you see here Denzel Washington and Dakota Fanning. This is a more contemporary picture. Obviously, the two first worked together on this film here from Tony Scott, the late great Tony Scott, Man on Fire, 19 years ago. You see Dakota Fanning was a little bit younger then, as well as Mr. Washington, but they have a great relationship. And it's neat to see them kind of have a nice reunion in this film. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Dakota Fanning's character in this new film. So you see Denzel and Dakota at the time that they were shooting Man on Fire. And of course, you see here they have the red band trailer of the Equalizer there. So, yeah, so very interesting stuff. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Equalizer 3. Some great things coming our way in that space that I'm very excited about. And of course, when you think about, Man on Fire, it was released in 2004, directed by Tony Scott. It features Denzel Washington. He played John Creasy. He was a former assassin. So not exactly the same character as Robert McCall, but a little bit different. He was a former assassin, and he's assigned to protect his family. Of course, as part of the family, Dakota Fanning plays Peta. She's a young girl that has been entrusted to Denzel's character to protect. And so they have some great chemistry and magnetic chemistry on the screen. And you have Denzel playing, Creasy as a stoic yet, pretty vulnerable demeanor to his character. And then you have Dakota Fanning being a very young and remarkable talent at that age. And so they had a really nice connection at that time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if that translates to this movie 19 years later, The Equalizer 3. And then, of course, Antoine Fuqua, what can I say? I mean, he has made some amazing films, Training Day, the other Equalizer films. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he brings forward to this new entry. So let's see here. Let's see. For what it's worth, the third one has a higher rating than the first two. Wow. Very encouraging. Glad to hear that. And I did see something on John Campea. I didn't have a chance to catch this segment of the video he had, but he said on the thumbnail that the Equalizer 3 reviews are out. So I'm looking forward to checking them out after I see the Equalizer 3 myself. There's an older Equalizer TV series that is a must-watch, only available on DVD. Okay, now are you referring to something prior to the Queen Latifah series or the Queen Latifah series? Oh, starring Edward Woodard. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was not aware of that. Thank you for that info, Caveman. Appreciate that. Klaus says the first one is fantastic. The second one is good, but not better than the first. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think you're right there with me and Dell on that one. Do you have to watch them in order to get? I don't think so. What I would say is, you probably want to at least just watch the first one, before watching the third. And I think you'll be good. But at least try to watch that first one. And let's see. Ethan says, I hate when trailers contain spoilers. The original VHS and DVD releases of The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance told you who shot him in the synopsis on the package. Yeah, don't you hate that? Don't you hate it when that happens? It's similar to I have on my copy of The Matrix on 4K on 4K. You don't want to read that slip. You don't want to read it because it ruins the freaking movie. It literally tells you it's ridiculous how they ruin key plot points that way. Josu Garay, just the first. Okay. Just the first. Okay. Yep. I agree. Dakota, Denzel reunited 100%. Oh my goodness. Ken, Mid-Level Media, you are a night owl as well. What is up to you? Hope you're doing well. See, I've still never seen an Equalizer film. Need to get on that. Oh yeah. 100%, Ken. At least just check this one out. At least check this one out. And then, take Michelle to the theater, and check out the Equalizer 3 and then let us know what you think about it. But yeah, at least check out this first one. The second one was, was fine. I mean, it's not bad. It was fine. Not quite as good as the first one, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how the third one comes out. I really am. So, but yeah, I am really excited about seeing the Equalizer 3. Of course, the reunion again is with Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. They, of course, were in this film from Tony Scott back in 2004, Man on Fire, and they're going to be reunited in this film, The Equalizer 3. So I am really excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. And I definitely want to hear over the next days or so, for those of you who see the Equalizer 3, drop a comment in this video and let us know what you think, as well as what you think about this series as in general. But anyway, just wanted to come on here tonight and just share my thoughts and how I feel about this series. As you can tell, I really enjoy the Equalizer series. I love the character Robert McCall, played by Denzel Washington. And someone dropped a comment earlier about the comparison to John Wick. I think that's a great comparison. I think those are two great series that deal with, men who have some pretty phenomenal skills, and they're in this world trying to sort of move on from their past, but based upon things that are going on around them, they're just sort of pulled back into it, and they're able to sort of have to, reach back into their bag of tricks and reprise those skills. But they're two totally different characters. I love the John Wick, universe and that character. I would say that the Equalizer is very different in that it's a little bit more grounded in reality. But I like both characters. John Wick is great. Robert McCall is great. I love the portrayals from both Keanu Reeves and Denzel Washington on both fronts. But there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the Equalizer series of movies. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're catching this on a replay, what you think of this series and what your excitement level is for the Equalizer 3. It is time for me to hit the hay. I said that I would make this a pretty short and sweet stream, and I think we have managed to do just that. For those of you who joined at this late hour, I want to say thank you for your flexibility. Thank you for working with me. Sometimes things just pop up, so I had to take care of some matters with my family, so I do appreciate your flexibility. And for those catching it on replay, hope you enjoy it. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time at the movies. Peace and God bless.